how to live in a society where there is no money, where nobody has to pay for anything in life, where there is no poverty, there are no poor people, the basic necessities of life like shelter, food, medicine, water, heating, electricity, and the like, and even entertainment and fun, and the Grammys and movies and the entertainment industry are all for free. You could be filthy rich and live like a queen and king, and it'll all be for free. I have thought about it from every angle. I don't know why the current politicians have not, but I have. It's very simple and easy to do. Within the next 10 years, these are the steps that need to be taken in order to create a money-free system, a society, basically a free society, removing the money-based system. Number one, removing the Illuminati and the Jews from positions of power because they like the hierarchy, they like the status quo. They like the fact that there is the poor class, the middle class, so that they can be the highest class, the rich class, basically with wealth, power, and fame. These three equal status. They like status. That's what's called the status quo. They don't like change. They want to keep the poor man down. They want to keep the middle class, or maybe even get them to the poor class. Do you want that in your future? Because it's seeming like they want that. It's getting to that point. Number two, scour the world looking for people who think they have it in them to be a leader, such as myself. I'm very young right now, or at least I'm 37, but I have it in me to be a leader. I have that gauge. So we're just going to scour the world for looking for, kind of like American Idol, how they scour America for like new talent. We're going to scour the world for potential new leaders who have to pass a vigorous test. This is the ultimate test to be in a leadership role. It's not going to be, elementary school, middle school, high school, and you go to Harvard and Yale and go and get a degree. Like, no, these are passing the wisdom test and the morality test. Number one, most important being morality. You have to be a moral character to be a politician and to be in a leadership role. We're not going to have that anymore, Illuminati. We're not going to have a morally bankrupt leader where they're creating the money-based system alive and they want the poor man down. So they have to have these three things. Number one, most important, morality. Number two is like a bonus, wisdom. Number three, intelligence would be nice too. So these three things, scour the whole world looking for leadership people who have these three qualities. They have to have a vigorous testing before doing so. I'm not joking around. That's how things are done. That's how you create a civilized society, a golden age, if you will, and not Kali Yuga or an age of human decay, human immorality. Okay, so number three is, you might think it's controversial, but that's the whole point. We're going to make it illegal, against the law, and universal law, that it is illegal and against the law. And we're talking globally, universally, all the countries in the world gathering on, agreeing to this, to make it illegal to have money, to making the money-based system illegal, because it is a Stone Age mentality. It is a Stone Age system. It is like being really immoral. You have to be of a really immoral character to have the money-based system alive, because this gives the ground for basically status. People who will have wealth, power, and fame. These politicians, they're not here for you. They don't want to improve your life or make things affordable. Things shouldn't be affordable. Things should be for free. So if you're keeping things in a money-based society, you're immoral and you're a poor character. You should step down. So that's the third step. Making the money-based system illegal, making money and currency illegal. Number four is scouring the world looking for talent. I call these people talent. It's basically things like cops, firefighters, doctors, electrical engineers, civil engineers, mechanical engineers, electricians, miners, lawnmowers, and the like calling them for a sense of duty. It would be better if they were of moral character, because if they were moral character, we don't have to make it a law that they have to do these duties. We're going to have to make it a law that these talent, we're going to scour the world. If you are one of these things, you qualify for these things, a doctor, electrician, or a cop, or a firefighter, we're going to make it a law that you have to do it out of a sense of duty. You'd be like, oh, isn't that you're being kind of like weird and strange and like a dictator? I think you're being like a dictator if you charge people for money and the basic necessities of life, where there are poor people and they go hungry, they don't have a pillow and a bed. I think that's like a dictator. That's like a low-key dictator, but we just let politicians go by. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's like a dictator. We basically have to make it a law. It wouldn't have to be a law if you were of moral character, like, oh, I'm not doing any of these things because I'm not going to get paid. I'm only doing it for money. if you're gonna only do the only reason we can't have a money-free society, a society without the money-based system where we don't have to pay for the basic necessities of life, where we don't have to pay for anything, is only because of two things. People like to do things for money, and they like the fucking status. It's because they're immoral. We're in Kali Yuga right now, according to Hinduism. It's the 4 ages in Hinduism. We're basically in the worst age in humanity, where they are so immoral and greedy. They like to do everything for money. In Satya Yuga is the golden age. Nobody had to pay for anything. Everybody did everything out of the kindness of their hearts. We'd be there for each other. Humanity was one big happy family. It was heaven on earth. But now everything is like, basically everybody has to do everything for money. If you were just of moral character and you were a talented person, if you were a doctor, like, I'll do it for free. As a sense of duty, we can have a free society. And we can get volunteers to work at restaurants, amusement parks, to have entertainment and fun as well. We can have riches. We can live like kings and queens, all for free. I have thought about it from every angle. Trust me, you don't want to really go and debate me. I'll make a fool out of you. I'll humiliate you publicly. You really don't want to go up against me, brosif. I have thought about it from every angle. Don't fucking argue with me, prick. Okay? We can also have Grammys, Hollywood, and movies, and the movie entertainment industries all around the world. There won't be any wealth and things like that, but there will be fame. You'll still be famous, but if you like the status with the wealth, power, and fame, I'm sorry, you can't have all of it. You can have fame, but if you like the money, too bad. We're trying to create a utopian society, a golden age. We can't have the likes of you being in the entertainment industry. We're gonna kick you out. We're trying to create a utopian society. Maybe I'm being like a dictator, but I feel like I need to put my foot down and step it up, and only have people of good moral character. You need to pass a vigorous moral test to be in positions of where you're in the public light, whether it's leaders or celebrities. We can't have you roaming around if you're of immoral character. I'm so sorry, okay? We can't have that. It just needs to be done. Maybe it's controversial. I don't think I am being controversial. The next step is, here's the kicker. We're living in a day and age where it's getting very technologically advanced, like basically beckoning us to use AI and robots, like use me, use me, use me. Technology is getting so good at a rapid rate too, so we don't know where this is going to take us. Maybe human beings don't even have to do any of these jobs that I said they have to do out of Call of Duty. The talent, human beings, they don't have to do these things. We can replace them with robots and AI. It's getting to that state, so we can stay at home all day, be free, hang out with our family, go on vacations. Traveling will be for free. We don't have to have one currency rate. As to like how it'll, when you go to stores and you want to buy things, you have to think about it from the angle of, okay, we'll set a limit. We just have to set a limit. There's a limited amount of things that you can buy, so we can have a coherent, civilized system. It's not a big deal. And the other step is scouring the world to end human poverty and hunger. Scour the world, put up a satellite that can detect something in the human DNA all around the world, collect them and put them in, build huge skyscraper buildings just for them, so they can have shelter, food, water, electricity, get medicine too, psychological help, entertainment, everything taken care of. So nobody in this world will be free. They will all be living like kings and queens. So these are the few steps to remove the money-based system, and that's it. Somebody like me who's uneducated, who only has a high school degree, I didn't go to college, and I thought about it, why didn't the politicians? Because they're corrupt. They like the status quo. They like the status. They like the power, fame, and power. They like the wealth. They need the poor class and the middle class to exist in order to be in the high class. So we need to remove them in order to have this society. It's pretty simple, don't you think? And I have thought about it from many other angles too. You really don't want to debate me. You haven't thought of it through like I have, okay? I challenge you to think of it through. Do it on your own as well. You probably can't. Okay, so don't mess with me. I'm really somebody special. If you look at my astrological chart, I challenge everybody to find my real birth time. There's something about me in my astrological chart. It says basically leader, global leader. I can change the world. I'm a catalyst for change. Okay, thank you.